Greetings and welcome to the Living Man Project, where I urge you to choose you, life, local commodities over corporations and artificial anything, let alone intelligence. Today I want to focus on our current paradigm, our societal structure, if you will. I'm going to give you a bunch of clues, or what you could call evidence, that I believe exposes this reality as a man-made construct, anti-nature by design, a legal fiction that we all volunteer ourselves into. For a thorough understanding of this fact, I would like to suggest that you look up Clint Richardson. You can find him on YouTube, and he has his own site, strawmanstory.info. He has researched the subject for over 10 years, and I feel like he's a genuine man with good intentions. So on to the clues. I'm going to start with identity. As I like to do, I like to research the etymology of these words, how they were formed, and the definitions. So the origin, Latin, was idem, same. Late Latin was identitas, identify, quality of being identical, sameness. So in our current paradigm, your identity can be stolen by another. That seems kind of odd. How does that work? So could that happen anywhere else in nature? Could a group of dolphins, for example, be like, "Hey, I'm not that dolphin. I'm this dolphin." No, that couldn't happen because it's ridiculous. So here's the definition of identity: the fact of being who or what a person or thing is. Now, a person or thing, and Clint does a great job covering this. Person or thing is not a part of nature, and it's mentioned in the Bible. God mentions how he has no respect for persons, titles and things, mammon, all these things. The Bible is, in fact, the basis of our legal system. And again, Clint covers this very thoroughly. So we like to know what all living beings are. See, that's what kills me about the fact of what it is. But it's just, see, we've named things when we have to name things for our communication, but that doesn't really mean we know what they are. I would point you to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He breaks this down pretty thoroughly. Number two, you are considered legally dead, but not really dead if you are missing for 7 years or more, or if you don't use your social security number for 7 years or more. There's that 7 again. So, you're not dead. You're not dead. The people looking at you know you're not dead, but legally you're dead. Can you see that's made up? It's not real. It's a fiction. Okay. The Bible, Genesis, the creation of the 7-day week with Sunday as a day of rest. I have a theory that I think the creation of light before the sun was created is actually the creation of time in order for commerce to be possible. I don't think our Creator would have any reason to label anything, to call anything day or night, or start counting the days of a week. I mean, picture yourself as a all-knowing, all-encompassing entity. Well, it's pretty difficult to do, but try. And if you made a creation with all this amazing life, nature, all these different species, would you have any reason to structure a week? Like, say, this is the first day, the second? No, I don't. That doesn't make sense to me at all. The only thing that's set up for is for our current structure, this commerce that we're all entranced in. The calendar. Our calendar has been altered from its original form. The Julian calendar was originally 10 months. You can find this. The truth is in our language once again. If you look at September, the origin of that was septem, 7, Latin, septem, 7. And October from Latin octo, meaning 8th month. November from Latin novem, 9. So we just celebrated the new year, but In my mind, I'm thinking the new year probably starts in the spring. Um, if you think about the 10-month calendar, that breaks the months down into 28 days, which coincides with the moon cycle, coincides with the sky clock that we have going on that we don't pay attention to. But the powers that be certainly do. You can start researching things and notice that the start dates of certain events or buildings or certain things, they always have a noticeable start date, and a lot of time it'll be in the spring, right around the equinox in March. Do you think about how much energy is coming out of the ground in the spring when all life is starting over again? It's pretty amazing. We don't know shit. Um, I have another thing that I'm going to talk about with the calendar and the numbers, but I'll make that another video. Um, Another example of how your reality is false, man-made matrix, murder. We all know that killing another man is or woman is wrong, right? We can feel that internally. Unless your life is threatened, then you have just cause to defend it. And if you have to, you may have to take another's life in that instance. That's the only justifiable instance. But in our world, you can get a license to go kill other people, and it's fine. Um, you can be a soldier. You can come back, and in today's world, we actually thank these people for their service of going over and killing other people. In the name of what exactly? Propaganda given to you through the mainstream media, news. Um, I just got a great book that I will be sharing some things out of regarding the news. But yeah, so just another example of how in this legal matrix you can do things that aren't a part of nature. Um, and that's because you've been taken away from nature. I mean, just look at look what we live in. We live in these square boxes, right? Do you see squares in nature? Do you see any 90-degree angles? Uh-uh. No, it's actually known as the angle of sorrow. I'd like to point you out to another great guy, Crow 777, Crow 777 Radio, genuine good man. Covers a lot of topics. I first discovered him 3 or 4 years ago with the lunar wave and a lot of his videos of chemtrails and things. Very intelligent guy, and he's trying to do good things, trying to share information and knowledge with everybody. Um, so I just wanted to make a quick little video showing you a couple things you can kind of look at, think of, research for yourself, and see what you think. We can do so much better than what we're doing now. And that's a big part of why I'm doing this, is because I want to join up with others who see and feel these things that I do, and see what we can do. I've got a lot of ideas for this Living Man project. I think we as men and women are here on this earth to kind of be the caretakers of it, and we're doing a real shitty job. So yeah, one of the things I would eventually like to see is, we have in the system, we have the Environmental Protection Agency. I don't know what they're really protecting exactly. If I had my way, I would make it a law, if we're going to keep playing this legal game, that all companies should have to list on a site what they throw away, what they put into the earth, making whatever it is they're making. And that would give other people an opportunity to glean from that list and start creating instead of putting it in the landfill. It just doesn't make any sense. So locally, I'm going to try to get together with some people that I've met and have a little meeting and see what we can come up with. But any of you out there who happen to stumble upon this and see this, reach out to me. Share any ideas you might have, because we can't do this alone. We have to come together. and help each other out. That's why we're here. Every other species on this earth pretty much helps each other out one way or another. And we're scattered and divided all over the damn place. So thanks for coming along and watching if you did. And I'll be making another video soon. All right. Take care.